I've been doing intermittent fasting all year long, and actually just going through my old YouTube videos, even I'm surprised at how many intermittent fasting sessions, and that's only the ones I post on YouTube. Sometimes I'm away from the camera for various reasons. So I thought I'd give some tips on how to do it, just from my own experience, and from watching other people do it. I think this applies to a lot of people. The number one tip I can give is to treat your fast not as depriving yourself of food, but as taking a vacation away from food. There's a lot more to life than food, right? So try to explore a new hobby, maybe do something that really pushes your personal limits a little bit, and enjoy it. There's more to life than food. And the flip side of that statement is, while you're fasting, try to look back and marvel at how everything works without having to reach for food, right? Your car can start, your computer works just fine, your house is just as comfortable, your bed is just as comfortable without food. Try to marvel at that, because a lot of people forget that they can start their car without food, right? A lot of people really do. A lot of people don't realize they can talk on the phone without food, right? Okay, one challenge at a time, right? While you're talking on the phone without food, try not to think about how you'll check your email without food. Try not to think about how you'll drive to work without food, right? One challenge, focus on that at a time. When you're done with it, marvel at it. Done. Okay. The other thing I want to say is that don't try to put off a challenge that you'll know will be hard without food. You can only learn by doing it, right? But at the same time, start with the easier challenges. For example, for me, the big challenge, it used to be when I would see people eating while I'm fasting. Nowadays, I just treat it like a vacation away from fasting, right? Those people are eating, I'm on vacation from eating. Maybe they'll go on vacation next, and I'll go home from my vacation. And it's a lot easier to treat eating that way when you see it as only a vacation, right? It's kind of like if I were to travel to Gdansk, Poland, and I see an event in Seattle, I'm not going to be too upset by that, right? I'm on vacation. Next week I'll be back home, and somebody else might come back here, right? That's how I treat my eating now. Right now, another big challenge is that sometimes my family members get really worried that I'm killing myself. I'm not kidding. Some of my family members really do feel that way, and I've been putting off calling home over that. But that one's a little different. That's not because it's challenging my fasting, but hearing that somebody thinks I'm killing myself is a completely different story. I still need to get over that, though. Okay, another one is, I talked about focusing on one challenge at a time. Focus on one fasting session at a time, right? If you are fasting for, like yesterday or 2 days ago was fasting in memory of George Floyd, I'm not going to sit around thinking about how on September 11th I'm going to fast again, right? That's only going to add to the confusion, right? One session at a time. I think about September 11th when it comes, right? Last, try to have an accountability partner. When you go into work that morning, you might, if somebody offers you food and you tell them, I'm fasting today, that kind of becomes an accountability partner, right? It's very hard to feel like you've broken your promise to a coworker or a family member, or in recent times to YouTube, right? If I'm talking about fasting this morning, and then by lunchtime I feel like I want to reach for something, I have a feeling that, I can't let my YouTube viewers down, right? The accountability partner really works wonders in that regard, even if it's only online, right, for some reason. Alright, I hope that gives you some insight on how to do it. It's not nearly as hard as you think it is, and I think you'll feel good when you finally get around to it. Thanks for watching.